during survival. Everyone smash that like button. You what? I can see it from my shadow. Like Tybo. Over. Slap that all on the floor. Slap that. Give me some more. Slap that till you get sore. Slap that. Oh, slap that all on the floor. Slap that. Give me some more. Slap that till you get sore. Slap that. Oh, salute the guy in the building. K Sales. Kanye West is back at it. The man is doing anything to defend Diddy Glover, even if he has to slap motherfucking Terrence Howard like Will Smith. This is crazy. Salute to Teresa. Maybe go to my place and just get like Tabo. Bend you over, look back and watch me slap that all on the floor. Slap that, give me some more. Slap that till you get floor. Slap that. Oh, oh my God. Slap that all on the floor. Slap that till your face gets sore. Slap that till you on the floor. Slap that. Oh, oh my God. Salute to every motherfucker in the building. Everybody, please hit that like button. Cause we gotta blow out the motherfucking, we gotta blow out the slap to the future candles. These are the slap to the future candles. It's not back to the future, it's slap to the motherfucking future. Now, Kanye West, here it is. Will Smith just came out with a motherfucking album, Pure Survival, and nobody gives a damn about Will Smith's music but the one song he got on there admitting to slapping Chris Rock, Pure Survival. But Will Smith is still a legend and he's from Philadelphia, and I love Will as an actor. So my whole thing is Will Smith is out here trying to do everything he can to get everybody to forget about that famous motherfucker slap that all on the floor. Will Smith is doing everything to get us to forget about the slop. The man been banned from the motherfucking Oscars for 10 years. Press our Bible. So Kanye West, why would you bring Will Smith up into your shit? This is crazy. Not only was this man running around as a Klans member, pure survival, now he's trying to bring Will Smith in his shit. And you keep trying to take up for Diddy Glover. What does Diddy have on you, Kanye West, pure survival, that you're going this hard? You was the one talking about people in Hollywood and all these people are the Illuminati, all of this shit. Your mother allegedly was sacrificed. You said that, Kanye West, pure survival. So what's wrong with what Terrence Howard said that Diddy Glover tried to clap his motherfucking cheeks? How you getting mad because he said that Diddy Glover tried to take his motherfucking manhood? You know how they get down in motherfucking Hollywood, Kanye West. You always snap it out because Hollywood be fucking blackballing you. Ain't that what you said? So Kanye West, ladies and gentlemen, he is now out allegedly threatening to slap motherfucking Terrence Howard like Will Smith. And he already said that he was going to jump in the air and steal off on somebody. Do y'all remember that? For the people who ain't taking up for Diddy in Hollywood, he said he was going to jump up and steal off on somebody. So now he talking about slapping Terrence Howard. This shit is crazy. Now, for the people who don't remember, Kanye West already threatening to haul off and steal somebody for not defending Diddy. I'm going to remind you.
Hey, Lauren, what's going on with Kanye? Y'all seen some interesting tweets or whatever. What's up with this man?
Yo, Kanye is on Twitter, currently active right now, still
talking
tweeting
to himself.
Exactly. So last night, in a string of tweets, Kanye wanted to let people know he felt like Diddy should be free. So he tweeted "Free Puff." That was the first tweet, right? And then after he tweeted "Free Puff," he just started going in. He said,
"Now y'all remember when Kanye West was saying free Diddy? That was the first thing, pure survival. Then he put his daughter on a song with Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Then he was on the damn phone with him from jail. He is still going hard at anybody who not defending Diddy.
All these celebrity N-words and B's is the P word. Y'all watch her brother rot and never say nothing. F all the woke stuff. Y'all N-words addicted to complaining, do something. We watched them try to cancel Chris Brown and
Y'all N-words are addicted to complaining. So basically, he feel like Terrence Howard is complaining while Diddy is rotten, and Terrence Howard is making it worse for Diddy Glover. Now that Terrence Howard allegedly agreed to testify, and he's working with the feds right now, so now Kanye West is going after motherfucking Terrence Howard. This is crazy.
is the P word. Y'all watch her brother rot and never say nothing. F all the woke stuff. Y'all N-words addicted to complaining, do something. We watched them try to cancel Chris Brown and ain't nobody do nothing. I was the P word then too. Chris Brown, it's you until the walls fall off. Slavery is a choice.
Hey, yo, Chris Brown and Diddy are two different niggas, yo.
And he was saying slavery is a choice right here. So basically, he's saying that Terrence Howard had a choice. So he shouldn't be complaining. Pure Bible, when you had a choice to go to Diddy Glover's house, why did you go back to play your guitar? You know what I'm saying? Terrence didn't know that that man was trying to butter his biscuit, so he didn't have no idea, Kanye.
The P word then too. Chris Brown, it's you until the walls fall off. Slavery is a choice.
Hey, yo, Chris Brown and Diddy are two different niggas, yo. What? Because they are. They're very much on two total different ends of the spectrum.
We got more tweets to get to.
All right.
So then he comes back because people are like, now people are picking up the free puff. So Kanye's like, well, any N-word that come in my face and ask me about that puff tweet, I'm stealing off on him immediately.
Do you hear how Kanye West feel? Anybody who come up to him and asks why he's defending Diddy, or if you go against Diddy, he's going to steal off on you. So now he feel like he's going to slap off on Terrence Howard. And I'm not going to let him disrespect Terrence Howard when he's exposed to Hollywood.
What? Because they are. They're very much on two total different ends of the spectrum.
We got more tweets to get to.
All right.
So then he comes back because people are like, now people are picking up the free puff. So Kanye's like, well, any N-word that come in my face and ask me about that puff tweet, I'm stealing off on him immediately. I don't give a F about you. 8 feet tall, I'ma jump and steal off on you.
Wow,
No more.
I don't care if you're 8 feet tall, I'ma steal off on you. You was talking about Jay-Z at that time. Kanye West needs to be 302. Somebody need to put him in a hospital. You see him wearing Diddy Glover's freak off Sean John shirt? He going hard.
How you doing, brother?
Look at that shirt that Kanye West got on. This is a Sean John shirt. So he's going out his motherfucker way to keep trying to defend Diddy Glover, to where he's wearing Diddy Glover's freak off motherfucker clothing line. Now he's threatening, allegedly, to slap Terrence Howard like Will Smith, all because Terrence was a victim, goddammit. You know what I'm talking about? You can say slavery was a choice, Kanye, pure Bible, but getting your biscuit buttered by motherfucking Diddy is not a goddamn choice. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy.
How you doing, brother?
And this is the same man that was going off on Diddy. That's what I don't understand about Kanye West. You was
poison me, and by the way, y'all already fuck with me so much. Y'all already black mirrored me. You already made everybody think I'm crazy. You already took my family away.
everything you're saying, Kanye West, that's the same thing that they're doing to Terrence Howard. Pure survival. They're trying to make it like Terrence is crazy. Terrence Howard, he could have been Denzel times 20. Pure survival. But he would not let them try to lift up his skirt or make him turn to a woman. You know that, Kanye. You was standing up screaming and hollering about what they was doing to you. So I don't get why you so mad at motherfucker Terrence, pure survival, when Terrence was saying the same thing you were saying right here. And you was going off on Diddy at this point, remember? Kanye, pure survival.
Poison me, and by the way, y'all already fuck with me so much. Y'all already black mirrored me. You already made everybody think I'm crazy. You already took my family away. You already separated all my friends. I don't got no celebrity friends. Because when I was on TV, on Instagram saying, I don't know where my child is, and the Kardashians kidnapped my daughter in public, and I didn't have the address of my child, None of these niggas that want to say something
Travis
now.
gave you the address, though, right?
Travis gave me the address.
Right.
But as far as Meek Mills, Puff Daddy, whoever, none of
Did you hear this? None of these people was trying to help you right then and there, Kanye West. Pure survival. So you want to go extra hard for Diddy when you were saying that none of them would help you when Kim Kardashian and her fake breast implants abducted your children. Pure survival. So how can you get mad at Terrence Howard, Kanye?
Because when I was on TV, on Instagram saying, I don't know where my child is, and the Kardashians kidnapped my daughter in public, and I didn't have the address of my child, none of these niggas that want to say something
Travis
now.
gave you the address, though, right?
Travis gave me the address.
Right.
But as far as Meek Mills, Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these niggas, all you fake hard niggas, fuck you. Hold on. All you fake hard niggas, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck because you can't shoot nobody anyway. And the reason why you got talks because you did a deal, you fucking fed. You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta come at me, because part of the deal for you to be a door and get out of jail is that you promise that you're gonna go pull my coke card.
Now he was talking about everybody trying to pull his coke card. Terrence Howard, ladies and gentlemen, is exposing Hollywood. We all know this. Wasn't Kanye West calling himself exposing Hollywood? So how and why is the man? Put a one in the chat if y'all think that Diddy got Kanye West on a freak off tape. Here's our Bible. Because he has to have something on him. You said Hollywood sacrificed your mother. You said that, dude. So how's you mad at Terrence motherfucker Howard? That's crazy to me. You said it out of your mouth. Kanye West is a contradicting motherfucker. They need to put him in a mental facility. Because Terrence Howard is standing up for us. And the young people that's going into the goddamn industry, letting them be known that they make you do things strange for a little piece of motherfucking change. And Kanye West got to do something to get the motherfucking attention. But you was the crybaby, remember?
If Harley was part of intelligence, right? What kind of people you think are surrounding my kids? What kind of people you think are in that house right now? When my kids go to Sierra Canyon, it's a Jewish school that doesn't teach Christianity, teach Christian kids. At Christmas time, they're teaching Kwanzaa to black kids. They say, hey, this is your...
This was the crybaby. Do you hear Kanye West crying? Telling us shit that was going on in the industry? Don't you think that is bipolar for him to act like what Terrence Howard was saying wasn't true? When you sat here and said this, sir.
This is your Christmas. This is all indoctrination. This is all mind control. You gotta understand, like I don't believe I'm putting myself at risk because I think God uses me for a time like this. He put me in this situation and had y'all follow me from George Bush Don't Care to Beyonce Had the Best Video to now. For some reason, y'all are interested. You can't say why I sell belt buckle. Y'all niggas always looking like y'all are interested for some reason.
And you are taking up for Diddy for some reason. You want to say that Hollywood was interested in all of this type of shit, Kanye West, prayers our Bible, but you were saying that they were interested, trying to blackball you, taking all your brands. Salute to my baby, the lounge in the building, prayers our Bible. You were saying all of that. So why is what Terrence Howard said was wrong? He said that his his assistant said that Diddy was trying to clap his cheeks. He could have said Diddy was trying to clap his cheeks, which I believe he told the feds. Salute to Kelly. Thank you for hitting that super chat. Here's our Bible. Ye kids probably growing up like Diddy. Real rap. And Miss Joyce is the freak off grandmother.
And they wanted to medicate me every day. You realize, like, they could have just switched to medication and I wouldn't be here. And
he said that they could have switched his medication. That Hollywood, they went as far as trying to take his medication and put drugs in it so they can unalive him. Terrence Howard went through the same thing. Did y'all know that Terrence Howard, Diddy wasn't the only one to try to clap Terrence Howard's cheeks? Terrence Howard been talking about this. We just notice it now more because of Diddy being in all the trouble he in. But there's more people in Hollywood that try to do that to Terrence Howard. Stole his motherfucking, he like a scientist type dude. He even smarter than just acting. They've been doing shit to him in Hollywood. And you said that they try to unalive you right here, sir.
Wanted to medicate me every day. You realize, like, they could have just switched to medication, and I wouldn't be here. And on the news, they would have said it was because of a mental issue, right? Yeah. I ain't never been back to the hospital since 2015, but every time they say I'm crazy, it's just when I'm saying the truth. So what's the crazy?
Do y'all hear this, man? He ain't been to the hospital since 2000 and whatever, but every time they call him crazy, it's because he telling the truth. So now Terrence Howard is telling the truth. Now you trying to act like you crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's wild.
It was because of a mental issue, right? Yeah. I ain't never been back to the hospital since 2015, but every time they say I'm crazy, it's just when I'm saying the truth. So what's the crazy part, really? What's the crazy part, really?
You can't scare you, they can't control you, they try to suppress you, but that's how they try to categorize you.
They can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
But not you, man.
But they can't control me.
Now, you heard him say that. They can control Shaq. They can control Beyonce. They can control Jay-Z. They can control all these people. They can't control Terrence Howard and make him get his cheeks clapped. So you should be standing with Terrence Howard, Kanye, but instead you standing with Diddy Glover, pure survival, because Diddy got you on them tapes. I know it, Kanye. I believe it with my spirit that you've been going so hard for this man. Y'all got to get them likes up, man. This is sad.
They try to suppress you, but that's how they try to categorize you.
They can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
But not you, man.
But they can't control me.
Not
See,
you.
it ain't no name I won't name.
Exactly.
It's up.
Not you.
You know what I'm saying? And just for Minister Farrakhan, I love you, but the way you read that, I took that as a slight. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking no disrespect from nobody. So let's get on the phone and let's talk that out. I don't care who you are. I ain't taking no slights from nobody.
So if you ain't taking no slights from nobody, you don't give a damn if it's Minister Farrakhan, pure survival. What is wrong with motherfucking Terrence Howard? What he said? That's why I had to play this, y'all, because I'm calling Kanye West out. You know, this is very contradiction.
You know what I'm saying? I'm taking no disrespect from nobody. So let's get on the phone and let's talk that out. I don't care who you are. I ain't taking no slights from nobody. Right? I ain't taking no slights from nobody. It's God. That's the only person that I serve. My mama ain't here. My mama was sacrificed.
Me too.
You understand?
Yeah, I'm Christian too.
Michael Jordan, what about him? His daddy, right? Bill Cosby, his son.
So his mother was sacrificed. Put a one in the chat. Who do y'all think sacrificed Kanye West's mom? Oh, thank you so much. Kelly hit that super chat again. Shout out to you. Kanye and Kim was in that picture with Oprah Winfrey and Diddy, though. Exactly. Doing a motherfucker freak-off sandwich. So he don't have no room. Who sacrificed his mom? Because Terrence Howard is calling out the same people. So for Kanye West to try to go at him is crazy.
Taking no slights from nobody, right? I ain't taking no slights from nobody. It's God. That's the only person that I serve. My mom ain't here. My mama was sacrificed.
Me too.
You understand?
Yeah, I'm Christian too.
Michael Jordan, what about him? His daddy, right? Bill Cosby, his son, right? Dr. Dre, his son. You're out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing.
In Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Listen, y'all got to get them likes up. It's 800 people in the building, 900 people. Everybody got to hit that like button. We got to call Kanye West out. Because did you hear what he just said? A lot of people come up missing in Hollywood. Terrence Howard is exposing that same thing. So how you gonna cry like this and then allegedly threaten to slap that man like Will Smith for talking about motherfucking Diddy? That's crazy.
His daddy, right? Bill Cosby, his son, right? Dr. Dre, his son. You're out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize. And God loved me.
They want to monetize and traumatize. Ain't that the same? Put a one in the chat if Terrence Howard wasn't, is Terrence Howard saying the same thing? You know what I'm saying? And you running around looking like this, about to go outside in public in a KKK outfit. Pure Bible. And they need to put you in the hospital, Kanye West. Pure Bible. And look at DJ Academics. Why it look like DJ Academics is looking down at your tasty cakes, Kanye West? Pure Bible. DJ Academics is looking like, oh, I like that, Kanye. Oh, I want to hit it in that motherfucker Clans outfit. Pure Bible. DJ Academics look like he's about to clap your motherfucking cheeks, Kanye. Backwards like that. Pure Bible. We have to really think and use our head. This is why you need to go to the motherfucking hospital. And for you to ask a question, this is the man talking about Terrence Howard going around about to wear this motherfucking freak off KKK Halloween outfit outside to scare our children. We definitely need to put you in the hospital, Kanye West. And for Will Smith to be trying to work on himself and put his album out, Pure Survival, he didn't want you to put his name in your motherfucking shit. Thank you so much, Teresa Bullock. Just hit that super chat. God damn it, Pure Survival. Now look at this shit. Will Smith did not want to remember this moment.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Oh, Richard. Oh, wow.
Do you see this? Look at Will Smith's face. Pure Survival. At that time, it was a very exciting slap. Pure Survival. Do you think that Chris Rock and his family, they still want to remember this motherfucking moment? There are still, motherfucking Chris Rock still has skin cells on that stage. Pure Survival. Somebody almost slipped off of motherfucking Chris Rock facial skin that's still left on this stage. Pure Survival. You know what I'm saying? Kanye West, keep motherfucking Terrence Howard name out your mouth.
Wow. Will Smith just smacked. Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out.
Do you hear that, motherfucker Kanye? Keep Terrence Howard name out your motherfucking mouth. You know what I'm saying? All he tried to do was help. He was a damn victim of Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? This shit is just very, very fucking insane, man. That boy is selfish like that.
Nominated actor Terrence Howard just revealed how Diddy and other members of the gay mafia tried to trap him and sexually abuse him. Diddy has sexually abused some of the biggest names in Hollywood, and allegedly, even Terrence Howard was abused by a celebrity at one point.
Did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and you said no to it?
Hell yeah.
What was the consequences when you said no?
Puffy invited me.
And did y'all hear that? It's allegedly a gay motherfucking, shout out to the LBG community. We love everybody. But there's an alleged gay mafia that's in Hollywood, Pure Survival. You know what I'm saying? That's casting spells and tearing up rear ends. You know what I'm saying? And he been ducking and dodging these people for the longest.
Oscar-nominated actor Terrence Howard just revealed how Diddy and other members of the gay mafia tried to trap him and sexually abuse him. Diddy has sexually abused some of the biggest names in Hollywood, and allegedly, even Terrence Howard was abused by a celebrity at one point.
Did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and you said no to it?
Hell yeah.
What was the consequences when you said no?
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking.
And Kanye West, you trying to tell me you didn't know Diddy do that? This is how Diddy acts when he's trying to get his prey. He invites you over the house, Pure Survival, and he'll take his glasses off and just stare at you. You getting mad at Terrence Howard, Pure Survival, and threatening to slap this man when his butt cheeks was in danger. You know what I'm saying? This shit, look, I can't even put my motherfucking glasses on. Pure Survival. You know what I'm saying? And he survived the gay mafia in Hollywood.
Oscar-nominated actor Terrence Howard just revealed how Diddy and other members of the gay mafia tried to trap him and sexually abuse him. Diddy has sexually abused some of the biggest names in Hollywood, And allegedly, even Terrence Howard was abused by a celebrity at one point.
Did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and you said no to it?
Hell yeah.
What was the consequences when you said no?
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, he wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music. And he's sitting there just looking at me, like waiting. Okay.
Looking at him and waiting, he asked Terrence Howard, because Terrence likes to play the guitar, pure survival, come over here with your guitar so I can oil you up. Diddy was sitting there waiting for that man. Oh, I like that, Daddy. Play that motherfucker, play that funky music, yellow boy. You know what I'm saying? And he was sitting there waiting for Terrence to get buck ass naked. You know what I'm saying? Imagine the trauma. Y'all got to get them likes up, guys. This is crazy.
He wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music. And he's sitting there just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you. That's what my assistant said.
So if the assistant was able to tell, damn, Diddy really likes Terrence Howard. He was talking to Terrence Howard like he was a little kid. You know what I mean? You know how when you was young, pure survival, and you went to go spend a night at one of your friends' house, but your mother want to talk to the parents, pure survival? You know what I mean? Shit like that. Or when you got friends come over, and then their parents got to talk to your motherfucking mom. He told his personal assistant, look, tell Terrence I want to hang out with him again. I just want to hang out. I want to party. Like he was a little freak off a child trying to hang out and dangle from this man's wiener.
Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music. And he's sitting there just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you.
Wow.
That's what my assistant said. And I was like, oh, okay. Now I get it. So now no more communication. Now you know to be hands-off with somebody. A number of producers come in to make the approach, and you threaten to punch them in the mouth, or threaten to knock their head off for talking to you or looking at you like you're a woman.
And I understand if Kanye West want to take up for Diddy because he afraid that he's going to go down or whatever Diddy's dangling over his motherfucking head, pure survival. But Diddy is not the only producer that tried to clap motherfucking Terrence cheeks. There were more sick producers in Hollywood that looked into his hazelnut eyes, pure survival, and they wanted some of his loving. So he's just speaking out against all of them. Kanye motherfucker West. This shit is wild, guys.
That's what my assistant said. I was like, oh, okay. Now I get it. So now no more communication. Now you know to be hands-off with somebody. A number of producers come in to make the approach, and you threaten to punch them in the mouth, or threaten to knock their head off for talking to you or looking at you like you're a woman. When you approach a real man about his masculinity, you're going to get a real reaction back. It's a difference when a guy walks in a room and when a man walks into a room. And a man don't take the same things that a guy will accept.
Understand that, Kanye West. And I don't promote violence, pure survival, because you allegedly out there typing and threatening to slap this man. But Terrence Howard, I don't think he's just going to let you slap him and get away with it, sir. He already letting you know. People that was trying to hug him from the back, he already threatened to knock their motherfucking heads off. So what makes you think he's going to be afraid of you, Kanye? We got over 1,500 people in here, y'all. Y'all have to get them likes up so YouTube can push this shit out. We must protect our children from Kanye West.
In the mouth, of threatening to knock their head off for talking to you or looking at you like you're a woman. When you approach a real man about his masculinity, you're going to get a real reaction back. It's a difference when a guy walks in a room and when a man walks into a room. And a man don't take the same things that a guy will accept. So always be the man in the room. And that's always been my whole thing, and have lost businesses because I don't bend over in that way. I don't compromise. I don't play gay roles. I don't kiss a man. I don't do that shit because the man card means everything.
Do you hear that? He doesn't play the gay roles. He doesn't let nobody kiss him in the mouth. He doesn't, and that's not being against the LB community or whatever. He's just saying what he's not doing. So Kanye West, if you don't understand that, sir, you better go try to fight to get your children back from Kim Kardashian. You know what I'm saying? Because Terrence is helping us.
Approach a real man about his masculinity, you're going to get a real reaction back. It's a difference when a guy walks in a room and when a man walks into a room. And a man don't take the same things that a guy will accept. So always be the man in the room. And that's always been my whole thing, and have lost businesses because I don't bend over in that way. I don't compromise. I don't play gay roles. I don't kiss a man. I don't do that shit because the man card means everything.
The gay mafia in Hollywood forces young actors to get caught up in shady deals where they have to trade their bodies for better roles. Couch casting is still very much alive in the industry, and according—
Y'all hear that? Couch casting is still very much alive. Couch casting. Where you go get casted for a role, instead of them looking at your talent, pure survival, they are looking at your hazelnut eyes and your thin mustache, pure survival. So when he came in there with that thin mustache and them hazelnut eyes, they said, we don't give a damn, you got the part. But we got to take you in the back so we can tell you the other shit we need you to do in the motherfucking Hollywood movie. And Terrence Howard refused to do it. Don't get mad, Kanye, because Diddy was doing the same type of shit. You know what I'm saying? He said it. It's a gay mafia.
Over in that way. I don't compromise. I don't play gay roles. I don't kiss a man. I don't do that shit because the man card means everything.
The gay mafia in Hollywood forces young actors to get caught up in shady deals where they have to trade their bodies for better roles. Couch casting is still very much alive in the industry, and according to Terrence, Diddy was allegedly interested in him too, but he turned Diddy down to save his integrity. The day you let someone use you sexually in return for favors in the industry is the day that you lose yourself.
And listen, I seen somebody say, well, Diddy wasn't wrong for trying to clap Terrence Howard's cheeks. Now, let's be honest here. Now, Diddy wasn't wrong, because if you go that way, you go that way. But Diddy is wrong for pushing up on Terrence knowing that he doesn't go that way. You know what I'm saying? You can't push what the hell you into on another motherfucker. That's where he comes wrong. For him finding Terrence, if a gay man finds me to be attractive, pure survival, I can't get mad at the gay man. You know what I'm saying? But I can let him know you can't get inside of my motherfucker cakes. I don't do that. And he has to understand. Now, if he tried to cross that line, pure survival, I'm going to have to show him I know karate and I was a burgundy belt. So that's when you got to do that. But other than that, Diddy just kept hitting on that man.
In him too, but he turned Diddy down to save his integrity. The day you let someone use you sexually in return for favors in the industry is the day that you lose yourself. You need to stand by your boundaries and respect yourself. You don't recover from giving yourself up like that.
You got to take drugs. You're going through so much shit to try and deal with life. You are literally, it's an unhealthy space. And so eventually you're going to go too far. You know, who knows what happened to Philip? Who knows what he had to do in order to get to where he was at? There's a lot.
Exactly. So what did you have to do to get where you at, Kanye West? Pure survival. We know that Diddy allegedly let Clive Davis in his shitty diapers butter his biscuit, pure survival, to get him in that position. There's a lot of people in Hollywood that had to do some disgusting, gross shit to get to the motherfucking freak off top. You know what I mean? Salute to BC. Just hit that goddamn super chat. Pure survival. Surviving hoodie under the cowboy motherfucker hat. We are surviving the hoodie under the cowboy hat because he was trying to hide from these demons. They will see Terrence Howard in public, even in the mall, pure survival, and try to hug him from the back. So he got to wear a damn disguise. So this is crazy. He was breaking it down, letting you know these people get on drugs. Poor motherfucker Justin Bieber. Poor Orlando Brown. All of the kids that's turned the fuck out because they couldn't say no because they were minors. Y'all got to get them likes up, man. Do it for the damn minors.
Self up like that.
You got to take drugs. You're going through so much shit to try and deal with life. You are literally, it's an unhealthy space. And so eventually you're going to go too far. You know, who knows what happened to Philip? Who knows what he had to do in order to get to where he was at? There's a lot of things that people do that end up sitting and they can't get over it. And they got to keep getting high, hoping to get it out of their head, you know, but when you lose your man card, that's the only thing I can think of. You lose your damn man card.
What is that? What do you mean by that?
When you lose your man card, Kanye West, are you mad at him because he didn't want to lose his virginity to your motherfucking boo, Diddy Glover? He did not want to lose his virginity to Diddy. Bill of Bible. You know what I'm saying? And he held on to his man card. And you are fucking upset. You're jealous of Kendrick Lamar. You're mad at Kim Kardashian, Pills of Bible, when you should have never went and got her pregnant. You sat there and wifed that motherfucking, y'all know what I'm about to say, Pills of Bible. And now you mad at her because she your baby mom. But you knew she was about that life when you got her pregnant, sir. So you crying about all this other shit, but you need to be worried about some other stuff, Kanye. I'm dead serious. That's why I'm cussing you out right now, Pills of Bible.
And deal with life, you are literally, it's an unhealthy space. And so eventually you're going to go too far. You know, who knows what happened to Philip? Who knows what he had to do in order to get to where he was at? There's a lot of things that people do that end up sitting and they can't get over it. And they got to keep getting high, hoping to get it out of their head. You know, but when you lose your man card, that's the only thing I can think of. You lose your damn man card.
What is that? What do you mean by that?
You give up your ability, your right to being a man. A man don't take it, a man gives it. So when you give up that man card, you don't get that back.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
No, I'm saying what I'm saying. You don't get that back. You come into this world as a man.
And you see that? He said, are you saying what I think you're saying? Because he's shocked that Terrence was exposing all of that. Yes, they are R-wording people, allegedly, in Hollywood.
And think of, you lose your damn man card.
What is that? What do you mean by that?
You give up your ability, your right to being a man. A man don't take it, a man gives it. So when you give up that man card, you don't get that back.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
No, I'm saying what I'm saying. You don't get that back. You come into this world as a man one time. You give up that right for anything, for fear of being hurt, fear of somebody doing something, for wanting to gain something. When you give up that man card right, you lose some spiritual energy that has always been pushing through. Like if a woman gives up her womanly right of being a mother and taking care of her family and do all those things, when you give up those things, but when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it. That was all the people that went to the puffy parties. That was
all the people that went to the puffy parties. Put a one in the chat if y'all think that Kanye West been to the puffy parties. Kanye West tried to lie and say he never been at a freak off. He never been to the Diddy parties, the puffy parties. You know what I'm saying? Look, everybody's putting a one in the chat. Kanye, you try to say you never been at this party. You've been sacrificed, sir. You know what I mean? And you said somebody sacrificed your mom. This is why you mad at motherfucking Terrence Howard. Pills of Bible.
That has always been pushing through. Like if a woman gives up her womanly right of being a mother and taking care of her family and do all those things. When you give up those things, but when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it. That was all the people that went to the puffy parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. Got punked out and pimped out by some greater desire. You shouldn't have a greater desire than being a man. So I believe that's a big problem with a lot of the actors out there because they get fluid. And next thing you know, once you go fluid, it's gone.
And Kanye West must have had some of Diddy's fucking fluids in his goddamn system. Because this is why this man is going hard and trying to take up for this man as hard as he is. You know what I mean? Because he has Diddy Glover's fluids still in his motherfucking cakes, dripping out of his motherfucking shit. That's what I think, Kanye. I am sorry. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? I really believe everything Terrence Howard is saying.
Never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. get punked out and pimped out by some greater desire. You should have a greater desire than being a man. So I believe that's a big problem with a lot of the actors out there because they get fluid, and next thing you know, once you go fluid, it's gone. You don't have any foundation to pull yourself back from, so maintain your man card.
Terrence Howard has even offered insight into why Justin Bieber acted out the way he did. Allegedly, once actors give up their integrity or are forced to participate in sex acts, they try to drown the memories behind drugs. You can't move past that experience, and eventually it goes on to define your whole existence.
You see some guys struggling with that. You see Bieber struggling with that. You see some of these guys struggling with that.
They can't get it out of their head.
And I'm glad that Terrence Howard stepped up for Justin Bieber, because that makes us really understand. Like he said, they can't get it out their head. That's why Justin Bieber is running around and just been crashing out during survival. And it's not Justin Bieber's motherfucking fault. You know what I'm saying? He came in the motherfucking game talking about, when I first heard you, all I heard was knock, knock. Your world is my, I'm gonna be a one love, my one heart, I'm making time for you. Let me tell you one time. Kanye West, I'm going to tell you one motherfucking time. 2 times. That you need to go sit your ass down. Pure survival. You know what I mean? Justin Bieber went through all of that. And man, it's crazy.
Experience. And eventually, it goes on to define your whole existence.
You see some guys struggling with that. You see Bieber struggling with that. You see some of these guys struggling with that.
They can't get it out of their head. They can't get it out of their head. The things that they did, no matter how they did it, whether they were drunk or high or whatever, you gave up your man card. You need therapy. And that's the thing that hurts them the most. And so they end up on drugs, end up every way to try and get rid of any principles there are. And that's what the business does. The women that trade their body.
Now, I know if I got pregnant by Diddy Glover, if I was young and he was putting drugs in my shit and then clapped my motherfucking cheeks, pure survival, and I got pregnant by Diddy, imagine, you know you're going to end up on drugs. If Diddy took your virginity or you got pregnant, lost your shit by him, you be traumatized too. You know what I'm saying? That's just bottom line.
They did it, whether they were drunk or high or whatever. You gave up your man card. You need therapy. And that's the thing that hurts them the most. And so they end up on drugs, end up every way to try and get rid of any principles there are. And that's what the business does. The women that trade their bodies to go and get the role, they get to the point where they have their Oscar, they have their money, but they don't have their dream. They don't have the soul that they started with. So it's like achieving don't mean anything. If I get all the Nobel Prizes from doing all of this, but in the process I have to trade out all of my integrity to do it so that they can stay in place, what benefit is that?
Exactly. And ladies, that's like if you sleep with a man, you sleep with the landlord so he can knock off some of your rent, pure survival. It may feel good that your rent got knocked off, pure survival, but you have to look in the mirror at yourself and say, God damn, I done sit there and suck on this little pink pecker, this old white man with to drive this nasty truck with these dirty tires and shit. I done ate this man's so I can get my rent paid. You have to live with that sickness, you know, so you got to understand where Terrence is coming from.
To the point where they have their Oscar, they have their money, but they don't have their dream. They don't have the soul that they started with. So it's like achieving don't mean anything. If I get all the Nobel Prizes from doing all of this, but in the process I have to trade out all of my integrity to do it so that they can stay in place, what benefit is that if I lose my integrity? You got to go in as a principal. And what we were brought in here as men. We produce 1,500 sperm per heartbeat for a reason, because the aggression is necessary. You don't trade that in, no matter what.
Wow.
Terrence Howard has over 97 patents that are being used by some of the biggest companies in the world. HP, Microsoft, and even Apple are using...
And a lot of people didn't know that Terrence Howard got all of this other stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? That Hollywood's been stealing from him. And look at Kanye West talking about he never been at a Diddy party.
Yeah. And when you say you wasn't invited to these parties, obviously Cat Williams done talked about these parties. People will mention. I don't know if it's a party. I'm saying that metaphorically. You know what I'm saying? But you've heard about the parties that everyone is talking about. But you've never got invited to them. So you I don't know. Really, I don't know. I don't even know what the party. That's how far out of it I am. I don't.
That's how far out he is that he don't even know about the parties. He never even heard about the parties. Salute the goddess news in the building and everybody else. Brother Bible, do y'all hear this man sitting here lying in front of us? Because Diddy must have told him, look, Kanye, I still got the goddamn tapes with you in it, dude. You know what I'm talking about? When you was keeping your sperm locked down, your sperm locked down. You know what I'm saying? You lose. I'm not fucking you like I wanted to. Kanye, nobody's stupid. He's trying to act like he didn't even hear about the parties. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to get them likes up to 300, y'all.
Oh, but the people call me a Illuminati too. It's like, call me what? Okay, cool. I'm Illuminati. Whatever it is. It's like, whatever the fuck. I don't care. I really don't give a. I really don't give a fuck. There you have it. Yeah. And when you say you wasn't invited to these parties, obviously Cat Williams done talked about these parties. People will mention. I don't know if it's a party. I'm saying that metaphorically. You know what I'm saying? But you've heard about the parties that everyone is talking about. But you've never got invited to them. So you I don't know. Really, I don't know. I don't even know what the party. That's how far out of it I am. I don't know. But the people call me a Illuminati too. It's like, call me what? Okay, cool. I'm Illuminati. Whatever it is. It's like. Whatever the fuck, I don't care. I really don't give a.
So I know you really don't care. So you didn't care when people was exposing you for allegedly being an Illuminati person. You know what I'm saying? Like Kanye West has been telling on himself right in our face, but he complains when Hollywood does shit to blackball him. You heard him calling Diddy, yes sir, while they was on the phone talking to each other from jail. This is why he wants to do anything and crash out for Diddy. Because Diddy got something on Kanye West.
Real from the front line, you know what I'm saying? It's wicked, wicked, wicked. So you be careful.
Yeah.
We can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I need you out there, you feel me?
Yeah. I hear you. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Have some fucking fun.
You hear him? Diddy told Kanye West, look, I need you out there. What has he got you out here doing, Kanye? You're going crazy over the man. You put your daughter on a song with him, Press our Bible. You are wearing Sean motherfucker John. Don't nobody give a damn about that goddamn clothing line. But Diddy is telling you, and you're telling him, yes, sir, Dean King, motherfucker, sir. So we know you working for Diddy for a reason.
Yeah, you're real from the front line. You know what I'm saying? It's wicked, wicked, wicked. So you be careful.
Yeah.
We can't do nothing. I need you out there, you feel me?
Yeah. I hear you. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And have some fucking fun.
Yeah.
I had no fun in there. Get behind the mic, have some fun. Chop up them samples, get back on your feet, vibe.
Yeah.
Have some fun, get back to smiling.
Yeah.
These other motherfuckers, they'll waste your time, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Waste
understand.
your motherfucking time, you know what I'm saying? So put that love in your heart, man, and enjoy yourself, man. When I get out there, man, I'm gonna see you get out the stadium. I need to see you back on that stage. And actually rapping and performing and everything. I be dreaming of that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's time. It's time for me to just grab the mic and get back on. It's like I love music again. It was a time when it's just like everything was so frustrating. I can't explain it, but
Jump into your bag, man. Jump into your bag. We're gonna have
And these two is damn near, they're just talking in code. Somehow I want to get back to the music. You ain't got back to nothing but the KKK outfit. Press the Bible. So we know that y'all, the police record those damn jail calls. So y'all know what not to say. You know what I'm saying? He talking about he getting back to the music. No, you getting back to the motherfucking Klan rally, Kanye West.
decades to fight these motherfuckers. Right now, enjoy your life. It's just coming from me from God to you.
Right.
Enjoy your life. Fall back in love like when you was making the beats in the shop. You're coming up to James' house and motherfucking rock studio and just chop the shit up. Bring that SP 1200 out, nigga, the MPC. Nigga, and have a good time and say the world and all the bullshit.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man. So I love you, man. I appreciate you. And thanks again. And I'm gonna see you soon, man.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's how it's gonna be. You gonna definitely.
I love you. I'll see you soon. Yes, sir. No, sir. This is Kanye and Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Let's get them likes up to 300. We see what's going on, Kanye.
Man, have a good time and they the world and all the bullshit, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man. So I love you, man. I appreciate you. And thanks again, you know. So I'm gonna see you soon, man.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's how it's gonna be. You gonna definitely beat this shit. Yeah. And that's it.
And you hear Kanye West? He said you're definitely going to beat this case. He's confident. Diddy's confident that he's about to beat this case and they're getting out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's how it's gonna be. You gonna definitely beat this shit. Yeah. And that's it.
That's all, baby. I'm gonna make sure I call you back or something. It'd be good to hear your voice again.
Yeah.
Like 59 more days before trial, so I'll definitely be touching in to tap into your energy or something.
Yeah.
Play me some shit over the phone, give me some fucking life. This is fucking sad. I fuck daddy in jail. This is fucking sad as a motherfucker.
Shit insane.
The devil is a liar. Word up, baby.
Coming out there.
Yeah, man, but I love you once again, man. I'm gonna let y'all go and get back to some fun, man. I wanna bring your vibration down. Keep it in a high frequency, man. You keep doing everything you're doing, man. You got that freedom. And when I get out and I get that freedom,
Right.
I am not caring about nothing but motherfucking being happy. And I want you to feel that. Yeah. I want y'all to have that for yourselves, man.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir.
and all he kept saying was, yes, sir. Yes, sir. When did he start calling Diddy Glover, yes, sir? If I'm calling somebody yes, sir, this means they must got some real crazy shit on me. You know what I'm saying? For that man to keep saying, yes, sir, no, sir. You know what I'm saying? And it's just sad that, like I said, that Will Smith got brought into the shit when he apologized. Now, I'm not taking no sides because it's up to how Chris Rock feel. But when Will Smith apologized for slapping Chris Rock, you know what I mean? Now, I know he repeated himself a lot. When he's like, I'm sorry, me and Jada, and I apologize to Chris for my behavior, and I slapped Chris, and my behavior. That's how Will was apologizing. If y'all remember that apologize video,
Why didn't you apologize to Chris in your acceptance speech? I was fogged out by that point. It's all fuzzy. I've reached out to Chris, and the message that came.
I slapped Chris, and my behavior was unacceptable. But why, when Jada got mad, my behavior.
You apologize to Chris in your acceptance speech. I was fogged out by that point. It's all fuzzy. I've reached out to Chris, and the message that came back is that he's not ready to talk, and when he is, he will reach out. So I will say to you, Chris, I apologize to you. My behavior was unacceptable, and I'm here whenever you're ready to talk.
And I'm here, and I apologize because my behavior and the slap that still hurts your face years later, my behavior. Listen, I was so sad when Will Smith did that because I like Will and motherfucking Chris Rock. Pure survival. But even Chris Rock family ain't fucking happy about this shit. They're still mad up to this day. So for Kanye West to say that he gonna slap Terrence Howard like Will Smith, you know what I'm saying? This is Chris Rock's brother. He's still mad.
To this point, you and Will and Jada were cool.
Yes.
Like I said, you would work, on 4 seasons.
Yes.
On all of them.
Yes.
And were you guys keeping in touch
No.
to this point at all?
No.
But you guys still had a cool, friendly relationship. You
Hey,
went
man.
into each other. Oh, shit, what's up? How long after the incident did you actually talk to your brother?
Again, I was watching the game, so I didn't really know about it until like maybe I said 40 minutes, maybe like a half hour later. I found out a half hour after everybody else. So I'd say another half hour after that.
So Chris Rock brother used to be cool with Will Smith. This is goddamn, how the fuck I forget his name? Tony Rock. Shout out to Tony Rock. Tony Rock found out about Will Smith slapping skin off of Chris Rock's face a half hour late.
Okay. So you actually call your brother and you talk to him?
No, his assistant called me.
Okay. When do you talk to your brother about this?
Like 10 minutes after that. Talk to the assistant, trying to find out, where y'all at? What's going on? Do I need to pull up? What I have to do? Like, there's no fucking protocol for this shit. Beef in the street. Somebody fucking my brother in the street. Yeah, there's a protocol. Yo, pull up. Let's go.
Yeah.
The Oscars, they're not hanging out in the parking lot afterwards. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? People going to places and shit.
You're not gonna randomly run into
Right,
Will
yeah,
Smith
you're not
on
gonna
the block.
You can't just pull up like this, like, yo.
And they still mad about it. But he like, you can't just run up on Will motherfucking Smith. Pure survival would catch him on the street corner, standing in front of the corner store, 90 niggas out front. Pure survival. Motherfuckers smoking blunts and gambling and shooting dice. No, this was a slap at the Oscar. But you see how people are affected, Kanye, and bringing this shit up. The Chris Rock family still pissed, and they still want to see Will Smith.
What I have to do, like, there's no fucking protocol for this shit. Beef in the street. Somebody fucking my brother in the street. Yeah, there's a protocol. Yo, pull up. Let's go.
Yeah.
The Oscars, they're not hanging out in the parking lot afterwards. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? People going to places and shit.
You're not gonna randomly run into
Right,
Will
yeah,
Smith
you're not
on
gonna
the block.
You can't just pull up like this, like, yo, my brother got hit. Yeah, so there's no protocol.
Yeah.
His assistant was like, yo, man, he said you was gonna call, like, he knew you was gonna be upset. Yo, just, be cool.
Okay.
And then he called me like, hey, man, like, I think it was whack. Of course that shit was whack. And, I think he said, like, it wasn't even a good joke. It wasn't even a good joke. You good? I'm good. You good?
So Chris Rock told his brother, Tony, I am good. I said a joke. Will Smith came charging up the motherfucking stage, Pure Survival, slapped the facial skin off of me. Then he started fixing his motherfucking pants, Pure Survival, smiling and shit, looking at Jada like, damn, I'm gonna get some pussy tonight. I finally slapped Chris when I should have really slapped August Alsina, Pure Survival. Matter of fact, I should have slapped you. But Will was so confident and happy that motherfucking night. He finally felt like, look, Jada could look at him as a man. But Chris Rock, brother, ain't playing.
Yo, just chill, man. I know you upset. Chill.
Right, because the conversation was it fake or was it real?
Yeah.
It was real.
Listen.
It was real.
I ain't pay that shit no mind.
Well, Will Smith claimed that he reached out to Chris.
Cap.
That's a lie.
Cap.
They've never spoken to each other.
Cap.
Wow. So Will Smith never apologized to Chris Rock, Pure Survival. So that whole video talking about my behavior, Jada and I, Chris Rock brother said that he never apologized. Like Pure Survival, like a real man conversation, a real man meet up. Let's get them likes up to 400, y'all.
Smith claimed that he reached out to Chris.
Cap.
That's a lie.
Cap.
They've never spoken to each other.
Cap. His publicist said say some shit like that. That's the publicist shit. That's the people that pull the strings. You gotta say you spoke to him. You gotta say he said it was cool. You gotta say, all right, fuck it, let's go. I'll say that.
Yeah, but if it's a lie, I mean, it's easy to debunk.
Cap.
Yeah. And at the time, everyone was mad and he's canceled. I think he's not allowed to go to the award show for a few years, but he still could be nominated, so he can still win.
I ain't following that shit.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Put a 1 in the chat. If somebody slapped your sibling, would you still be upset? Like it's on for life type thing. Pure Bible. Like you ain't got to go try to do something to him, but I'm not going to be friends with you, or you know what I'm saying? Like we bump into each other. Pure Bible. Like it's still like. Okay, everybody got a 1 in the chat. So it ain't nothing wrong with the fact that Chris Rock is a good dude, Praise the Bible. And you can tell he only about this big. He rich, but he still look like Pookie from New Jack City, Praise the Bible. And Will Smith, you got Muhammad Ali and Pookie from New Jack City. So you know he was way too big for Chris, Praise the Bible. But his brother is still mad as he should be.
So, some time passes, and Chris actually has his own stand-up special on Netflix. I actually tried to get him on Vlad TV to talk about it.
Yo, you texted me when that shit happened. Like, yo, come on the show. I was like, pass.
Hey, man, listen. I mean, I had a check. It wasn't going to be a Netflix check, but I had a check. But clearly, he had bigger...
Shout out to Vlad TV. Vlad TV tried to get that first interview from Chris Rock, Pure Survival. He said, fuck that. I want to interview you, Chris. You know what I'm saying?
So
that was the chess move as opposed to the checkers move. The chess move was everybody wants to hear what I have to say.
Yes.
You will all hear what I have to say in my time.
Well,
in my forum.
He kind of addressed it because he was on tour at the time.
Yeah.
So he was kind of giving you little bits and pieces.
Right. But that's what the tour is always like that. The tour is always like bits and pieces until it's tape time, until the camera's on.
Right. So then came the Netflix stand-up Selective Outrage.
Yes.
Or he addressed it all.
Yes.
And he called Jada a bitch.
Okay.
Shout out to Chris Rock. He did do a great stand-up special coming back to Will, clapping back at Jada Pinkett and clapping back at Will Smith, Pure Survival. I went viral around that time reacting to that. So shout out to Chris Rock. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people said, damn, if Will would have slapped me, Pure Survival, I would have did this and did that. Only thing different that Chris Rock did was he kept performing, Pure Survival. If Will Smith would have slapped me, would have hauled off and slapped me, Pure Survival, I would have just fell the fuck out, Pure Survival. I would have fell the fuck out. They would have had to drag me out that motherfucker. I would have just been laying on stage. I would have stayed down. I didn't give a damn. I'm suing this man for every goddamn thing. I don't give a damn. I'm suing Will Smith for millions. Look, Jada, I want them Tupac posters. You still got it in your motherfucking guest room. I want everything. I would have stayed on the ground. That's the only goddamn difference. But Chris Rock came back, did it the right way. You know what I'm saying? He continued to perform. You know what I'm saying? Pure Survival, and then did his Netflix special, and he destroyed Jada and destroyed them. And listen to how his brother, Vlad, said, did you hear what he said about Jada? Chris Rock brother, he like, so what he called her a B-I-T-C-H? Because she is.
Stand-up Selective Outrage.
Yes.
Or he addressed it all.
Yes.
And he called Jada a bitch.
Okay.
And everyone was like, ooh.
Okay.
I personally think
the guy that got smacked on national television said this bitch, and that's the problem. That's why y'all want to find the problem.
I'd rather be called a bitch than smacked.
So, that's what y'all want to do. See that people, you got to pick a side, man. You can't be like offended with that, but not be offended with that.
Oh, listen, man, you call both of them whatever he wants to call.
Exactly, bitch ass Will. Exactly.
Wow, he said bitch ass Will. So you know his brother, he don't give a damn. He still don't like Will and still want, you know what I'm saying? Because him and Tony Rock was cool. So it's like, damn, if me and you cool and you didn't call me, say, yo, you got a problem with my brother, and you actually went and did something to my brother, then that means you saying fuck me too. So I'll be on the same tip as Tony Rock, Pure Survival.
Man, you can't be like offended with that, but not be offended with that.
Oh, listen, man, you call both of them whatever he wants to call.
Exactly, bitch ass Will. Exactly.
What did you think about the way your brother addressed it in that stand-up?
Oh, it was great. It was great. I knew it was coming. I had seen the entire show several cities, but didn't see that last piece because he didn't do that piece at any point in the tour.
Wow. So that's fire, man. Like, but Will, I mean, like I forgive Will, but that's up to Chris Rock. You know what I'm saying? But I don't forgive Kanye West out here talking all this crap and threatening to allegedly slap Terrence Howard for exposing Diddy when you are afraid of whatever Diddy got on you. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why you still keep standing up for this man. Terrence Howard is a victim. Terrence Howard is a straight victim, in my opinion.
But I don't believe it in the sense that. Well, actually, I believe it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Why is Diddy so ashamed of being bisexual if he is? Bro, live your truth. There's a couple of these gay ass rappers too.
And don't y'all think, put a one in the chat if y'all agree with DJ Academic. Shout out to DJ Academic. He said, why is Diddy trying to, like, why won't he just come out and just say, yo, look, I like men? I felt like he wouldn't even be in jail right now if he'd have just accept his sexuality and just got him a boyfriend or a husband, and then he wouldn't have been doing all this other shit. Pure Bible.
But I don't believe it in the sense that. Well, actually, I believe it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Why is Diddy so ashamed of being bisexual if he is? Bro, live your truth. There's a couple of these gay ass rappers too. They need to live their truth too.
The idea that there are sexual predators in power, not just in Hollywood, I think all across any place there's a boss with underlings in any corporation or any industry, you have a type of politics that goes on that can.
Wow, so y'all heard it from the legendary Forrest motherfucking Gump. Pure Bible. Shout out to Tom Hanks, aka Run Forrest, Run Forrest. If Tom Hanks been in this game for all them years, he's saying that there are sexual predators, not just in Hollywood, all over the world. And I know a lot of y'all in here had a boss at a job or some sick motherfuckers that was hitting on you, Pure Bible, that you know that was a motherfucker pervert. We got these type of perverts in every motherfucking industry. I believe that too. And chapels, all types of shit. Let's get them likes up to 400. Shout out to motherfucker Forrest Gump.
They live there too.
The idea that there are sexual predators in power, not just in Hollywood, I think all across any place there's a boss with underlings in any corporation or any industry, you have a type of politics that goes on that can slide in between appropriate ethics and decorum to inappropriate behavior to the point of harassment and sexual predatory behavior.
Well, I mean, I think people understand that, but the larger question is there a culture of complicity in Hollywood where women are afraid to speak up because they'll be blacklisted, men are afraid to speak up because either they're out of the same fear or they just think, well, this is the way the system works.
I think there are people that say, hey, this is how it works, pure and simple, and this is why I got into it, and this is why I have power. This is how it works, and you have to understand that.
Wow, so he admitting it. There are people in Hollywood that say, look, this is how I got into the power. I got my cheeks clapped, Pure Bible, so you have to get your cheeks clapped if you want to make it to this level. Tom Hanks is admitting this shit.
Of complicity in Hollywood where women are afraid to speak up because they'll be blacklisted. Men are afraid to speak up because either they're out of the same fear or they just think, well, this is the way the system works.
I think there are people that say, hey, this is how it works, pure and simple, and this is why I got into it, and this is why I have power. This is how it works, and you have to understand that. That does not carry the day. Complicity is also complicity. The people who know, well, look, this is how we do business, and that's what got to be done. I'm sorry it's like that. So beware.
Allegedly, Diddy was part of the gay mafia that controlled Hollywood and the music industry. Record company executives and directors were all involved in the sex trafficking ring with Diddy, and names like Harvey Weinstein at the center of everything.
And we know Harvey motherfucker Weinstein, this sick, big bowling ball head motherfucker right here, Pure Bible, was one of the top freak off vampires. It's y'all heard about it. It's a freak off gay mafia. You know what I'm saying? And you know he was one of the head of the motherfuckers in charge. Pure Bible. And Oprah Winfrey, she's allegedly involved with this man and this whole mafia. Fucking, oh man, this shit is crazy. That this goes on in Hollywood. These motherfuckers with money, man.
The industry. Record company executives and directors were all involved in the sex trafficking ring with Diddy, and names like Harvey Weinstein at the center of everything.
You gotta trademark that. But do you believe hip hop got a gay mafia?
Yes. Do I believe there's people behind the scenes that are homosexuals that are pushing buttons? Yes. Yes. And that they want you to be down with their in order to push the button for you? Absolutely.
Wow. So it really is a LBG mafia in Hollywood, pure survival. So in order to join the gang, like you know how like the Bloods and the Crips, you got to get jumped in, pure survival. But the gay mafia, you got to get humped in. You got to get humped in. This is crazy, y'all.
The music industry, record company executives and directors were all involved in the sex trafficking ring with Diddy, and names like Harvey Weinstein at the center of everything.
You gotta trademark that. But do you believe hip hop got a gay mafia?
Yes. Do I believe there's people behind the scenes that are homosexuals that are pushing buttons? Yes. Yes. And that they want you to be down with their in order to push the button for you? Absolutely. And this is part of it. You just saw one of the gay mafia members.
Wow.
That's who he is. That's who Puffy is.
Wow, Diddy is one of the leaders of the goddamn gay mafia. You hear this shit? This is crazy. This man's been in the industry since 1988. Pure survival. He from a brand Nubian, leader of the new school. I think that's the group. I forget. You know what I'm saying? But he's been saying that Diddy was the leader, the head vampire. And his mom, I think, is the real head vampire, pure survival. She's the head freak off vampire. But Diddy is one of the top ones of the K Mafia. This is crazy.
Controlled Hollywood and the music industry. Record company executives and directors were all involved in the sex trafficking ring with Diddy, and names like Harvey Weinstein at the center of everything.
You gotta trademark that. But do you believe hip hop got a gay mafia?
Yes. Do I believe there's people behind the scenes that are homosexuals that are pushing buttons? Yes. Yes. And that they want you to be down with their in order to push the button for you? Absolutely. And this is part of it. You just saw one of the gay mafia members. That's who he is. That's who Puffy is.
Wow.
He's one of the members of the mob. He's a mafia member.
Wow.
But he might not be Don Carl. He's not the Godfather. You see? He's not the Godfather.
So who is the Godfather? The head freak off vampire. I think it's Diddy's mother. He's calling it the Godfather. Put in the chat who y'all think is the Godfather. So Diddy is not the head one. It's more ones. They booty mafia mob. Pure survival. Shout out to my baby. She said they're booty mafia mob. But who's the head one? Erica said Clive Davis. The Lounge said Clive Davis. Clive Davis, Trump. Oh my God, Clive Davis. God damn it, Diddy's mom. Damn, it's a whole lot of Clive Davises. Damn, so he might. Somebody is the head.
Homosexuals that are pushing buttons? Yes. Yes. And that they want you to be down with their in order to push the button for you? Absolutely. And this is part of it. You just saw one of the gay mafia members. That's who he is. That's who Puffy is. He's one of the members of the mob. He's a mafia member. But he might not be Don Carl. He's not the Godfather. You see? He's not the Godfather. He's one of the heads of the families. You see? We had different families in this game. We got Bad Boy. We got what do we have? Death Row over here. We have the different We got Arista Records and LaFace. These are the families in the mafia.
Wow, the gay mafia family, man. Listen, shout out to the LBG. You know what I mean? Like, this ain't nothing to do with y'all. It's nothing against y'all. But he's just breaking it down. Like, they have families and mafias, and they just hold you down and oil you up and just enter your cheeks. Like, that's wow.
You dig? Those record companies are like families.
Interestingly enough, there are some people in Hollywood who claim that not even Terrence Howard was able to watch away scratch-free. American singer and actor Orlando Brown claims that he had homosexual relations with Terrence Howard. Orlando Brown has revealed secrets about some of the biggest names in the industry, and right now he is probably one of the only stars in the industry who openly claim to have had consensual sex with Diddy. In a recent
And y'all know I've been telling y'all about Orlando Brown. Prayers for him, because he's allegedly still locked up. I don't know if he got out yet. And he was saying that Diddy and Jay-Z put him in jail. Y'all know about the Oshkosh Goulash. Y'all know about he loved me when he loved me. Orlando been saying that these people in Hollywood been doing this.
View on Cam Capone News, Orlando Brown described an encounter he had with Diddy, where he described how Diddy gave him some oosh gosh muash.
We made love. We made love.
Who you made love with?
Diddy, Bow Wow, Busta Rhymes.
You just told me you see Busta in the airport too. Devil from China, like he didn't know you. You smashed Drake?
No, I never smashed.
Oh, you made love to Drake.
And y'all cannot blame Orlando Brown, ladies, because y'all know, even the fellas, we know who you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're making love, like me and my woman, we make love. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference between getting your cheeks clapped and getting love made to you. So they were making Orlando Brown think that it was love that they were making, but they were taking his soul.
We made love. We made love.
Who you made love with?
Diddy, Bow Wow, Busta Rhymes.
You just told me you see Busta in the airport too. Devil from China, like he didn't know you. You smashed Drake?
No, I never smashed.
Oh, you made love to Drake.
And Cat Williams. What's his name?
Well, you smashing a lot of people.
What's that nigga name? Terrence Howard. Terrence Howard.
And I forgot that Orlando Brown said that he allegedly had an affair with Terrence Howard. So I don't know about that, but god damn it, that industry crazy. Let's get them likes up.
Well, you smashing a lot of people.
What's that nigga name? Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard. Usher. Usher's a gusher.
Wow.
And,
what the fuck? Why you not having no hoes?
I'm telling you, bro. It's my dad's friends. My dad sent his baddest friends on me.
Who's your dad?
Lucifer.
Wow. His dad is Lucifer. So he's calling the Hollywood people, which like Diddy, who he talking about, is Lucifer, which is the devil. And he said the devil sicked his baddest bitches on me. Saying that these, man, I feel like they all had to do something in Hollywood. It's just crazy.
Usher's a gusher. And
what the fuck? Why you not having no hoes?
I'm telling you, bro. It's my dad's friends. My dad sent his baddest friends on me.
Who's your dad?
Lucifer. Thought you knew.
I did.
Okay.
You're Jesus.
Yeah. So my dad stick like every bad one on me, and I was like, whatever, whatever. But the babies matter now.
Wow. So he was taking it from that side. He was taking it from that side, like ducking and dodging penises. Did you see it?
Had one on me, and I was like, whatever.
Wow.
Whatever. But the babies matter now. And I'm like, nigga, not my kids, cause y'all sure.
You know what I mean? I got my Diddy board. I'm sorry, I started licking my lip. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yo, you gave me the ooshkash gooshmash. You gave me the ooshkash muaf. The smooshmash. Diddy. Yeah, son. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You gave me the ooshkash muash. I love it, yo. I love it. You gave me the ooshkash muash.
The Oshkosh motherfucking goulash. I will never forget that. I've never in my life. You know that's the sex position that Diddy had to have made up and did on that boy, and he couldn't get over the Oshkosh motherfucking goulash. You know what I'm saying? That's just crazy for him to have to go through that. Even me, I'm surviving the Oshkosh goulash. My woman asked me the other day, could I give her the Oshkosh fucking goulash? This shit, I can't make this shit up.
Okay, sweetheart, what is going on? Like, tell me what's going on.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
You can ask me anything you want. Your wish is my command.
Okay. I just want to know, will you give me the Oshkosh goulash, baby?
The Oshkosh what?
The Oshkosh goulash.
Diggity diggity doomash?
Yes, the Oshkosh diggity diggity doomash, Oshkosh goulash.
Look, I got you, sweetheart. I got you. Listen, before I give you the Oshkosh goulash, I gotta run to Walmart real quick.
Why you gotta run to Walmart, babe?
Because we all out of baby oil. You know what I'm saying? I can't give you the goulash, the Oshkosh, unless I got more of this moulash.
Okay, hurry up, go to Walmart, baby. Hurry up.
Now you see this? I'm literally surviving the Oshkosh motherfucking goulash. So what Diddy did to this boy, I am going through the shit in my personal life. Pure survival. Now she asking me for the Oshkosh goddamn goulash. So this is just sad and horrific that Orlando Brown had to go through this. Cause now other people in relationships is asking their partners, could they do the Oshkosh fucking goulash? This shit is crazy, guys. You know what I'm saying? So I survived the Oshkosh goulash, though.
Off the smooth smash. Diddy. Yeah, son. I mean, you gave me the Oshkosh wash. I love it, yo. I love it. You gave me the Oshkosh wash.
And
that Oshkosh wash. You know what I'm talking about, Diddy?
Look, he said, you know what I'm talking about, Diddy. The Oshkosh motherfucker goulash. The boy is licking his lips and everything. Pure survival. His hair turned fucking green. He turned into a credible freak-off hawk. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? Because of that motherfucker Oshkosh goulash. You see how he licking his lips. Oh my God. Come on.
I mean, you gave me the Oshkosh wash. I love it, yo. I love it. You gave me the Oshkosh wash.
And
that Oshkosh wash. You know what I'm talking about, Diddy?
Wow.
It's not just Terrence Howard who Diddy tried to solicit sex from. Diddy tried to get into a relationship with 50 Cent too. And according to 50 Cent, Diddy said things to him that men say to women.
Shout out to 50 Cent. 50 Cent was one of the first survivors. You know what I'm saying? Because Diddy was trying to groom 50. We all know this. He was trying to take 50 Cent shopping. Pure survival. Trying to hug him from the back. You know what I'm saying? Trying to do these things to 50 Cent. Sexually harassing him. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like Diddy's been trying to push up on every motherfucker that goes straight. You know what I'm saying? He don't want like a transformer. He don't want a Caitlyn Jenner. He don't want a motherfucking Little Nas X. He want people that he feel like it's a challenge. So he tried to take him shopping.
Diddy tried to solicit sex from. Diddy tried to get into a relationship with 50 Cent too. And according to 50 Cent, Diddy said things to him that men say to women. Diddy wanted to take 50 shopping, but 50 said no. As a result, Diddy went out on a date with Meek Mill instead. And Meek even showed up at a Diddy party wearing matching clothes with Diddy. With everything that is coming out against Diddy now, every celebrity is trying to maintain their distance.
Close when he offered to take you shopping.
Yeah, now Meek is in the same shirt. He's out there in the same shirt.
And we seen this. Shout out to Meek Mill, Pure Survival. I don't know if Meek Mill and Diddy was really going together, Pure Survival, but they did have the matching Easter sets during Survival. They had the matching Easter sets. And like 50 Cent said, no, he could take me shopping to make us dress alike.
Every celebrity is trying to maintain their distance.
Close when he offered to take you shopping.
Yeah, see, now Meek is in the same shirt. He's out there in the same shirt. This is not shit. I'm just saying, baby. No, stop it. You set that up. Look, you set that up. He's in the same shirt. What do you mean he's in the same shirt? Well, obviously was not offended by what I was offended by. This is what I'm saying, bro. I mean, nah, it was odd. Like, this is some of the things that people say. Like, guys may say to a girl, you know, like, let me take a shot. See? Damn, you found it that quick.
But the world we're in right now, it's really hard for y'all to like discern what's real and what's true, you know? And I've been seeing y'all memes and stuff. People be making memes. I see the memes. I said, no, some of that stuff is funny. Some of it's funny. But I haven't addressed any of this publicly, but I just want to say this very clearly. I don't have to do with Puffy, so y'all can stop.
And that was Will Smith sitting there trying to say he don't have nothing to do with Puffy. He never been to the freak off dungeon. Pure survival. Now, Will, that sounded good, but I don't believe that one bit. Diddy saw you and he was with motherfucker, who was it? Jennifer Lopez. He was mad at you and Jada Pinkett for trying to run a train on motherfucker Jennifer Lopez. Y'all remember Diddy with Gene Deal's kneecaps? Diddy's bodyguard's kneecaps said that. So Will Smith going live right here talking about I ain't got nothing to do with this Diddy shit. That's probably why Kanye West is allegedly, you know what I'm saying? Oh, no, he not. He talking about, that's why he threw your name in it. Say he gonna slap Terrence Howard like Will Smith. Oh, wow.
People be making memes. I see the memes. I said, no, some of that stuff is funny. Some of it's funny. But I haven't addressed any of this publicly, but I just want to say this very clearly. I don't have to do with Puffy, so y'all can stop all the memes. I can stop all of that. I ain't been nowhere near no damn freak off. Listen, I do enough of my...
Now, Will Smith said he ain't been nowhere near freak off. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that Will Smith been at the freak offs. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think he wasn't.
I can stop all of that. I ain't been nowhere near no damn freak off. Listen, I do enough of my own. Don't be putting me in other people's. I ain't been nowhere near that, man. I ain't did none of that stupid. So, whenever y'all hear it, if somebody say that, it's a damn lie.
Will, everybody put a 1 in the chat, Will. Nobody believes you. You need more people. Pure survival. Because Diddy been locked up all this time, Will. Motherfuckers been talking about you allegedly getting your cheeks clapped by, what's that dude? The actor, Dwayne Martin. All kinds of different affairs, you know. So you gonna come out after all this time and finally stand up, but you didn't stand up to your wife when she came out with the fucking worthy book, Pure Survival, Miss Jalapeno. You's afraid of her, Will. And now you trying to disassociate yourself from Diddy. It's a little too late. That motherfucker court hearing about to come this next month, sir. Pure Survival.
I don't even like baby oil. But I haven't said that publicly. I just said y'all the first time. I usually don't respond to dumb stuff because it's like it's so many things people say, so much stuff. But you know that one, your memes was doing too much. Y'all was having me mad.
Just last week, a new lawsuit was filed that named Jay-Z, Beyonce, LeBron James, and even Gloria Estefan as members of an alleged Diddy party. Victim Joseph Manzaro alleges that he was drugged, transported against his will.
And y'all heard about that new lawsuit, you know what I'm saying? With Gwen Stefani, motherfucking LeBron James, him and his beard, all of them. It's so many people, man, that was involved in these freak offs, and it's been coming out, and they tried to been running and ducking, so they shit wouldn't come out. Get those like up to 500, guys. Shout out to all of y'all. Thank y'all.
Even Gloria Estefan as members of an alleged Diddy party. Victim Joseph Manzaro alleges that he was drugged, transported against his will, and sexually maimed as a victim of a coercive and organized criminal enterprise, facilitated by Diddy and others back in 2015. Slowly, more and more names will come forward, and hopefully, everyone guilty of these disgusting crimes will go to prison.
Sean Diddy Combs is facing new accusations of human trafficking as he awaits his federal trial. In a civil case filed in Florida April 1st, Joseph Manzaro alleges, according to court documents obtained by E! News, that he was drugged, transported against his will, and sexually maimed as a victim of a coercive and organized criminal enterprise.
And that's one of the new people that came out. Some dude, Joseph Horrendous or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to have been flown out. Pure survival. As soon as he got flown out, soon as Diddy went and saw him, just jammed it right in his motherfucker, you know. So this shit is wild.
Facilitated by Combs and others back in 2015, and named celebs such as Beyonce, Jay-Z, and LeBron James as witnesses in the lawsuit. In his filing, Manzaro says the alleged events took place in April 2015. He states that he lost consciousness after feeling a, quote, greasy substance resembling Vaseline as he opened the front door to his home.
Wow, so he felt a greasy substance. So as soon as he got flown out to Diddy Glover, Pure Survival, he felt all this grease, this oil dripping down his motherfucking cakes. And I don't care if LeBron James and all of them say, look, we didn't have nothing to do with it. But if you smelt poop in the air, Pure Survival, and you was at a Diddy freak-off party, you probably was right next door to the shit. If you smelt doo-doo in the air. If you smelt shit, you should have left.
Back in 2015, and named celebs such as Beyonce, Jay-Z, and LeBron James as witnesses in the lawsuit. In his filing, Manzaro says the alleged events took place in April 2015. He states that he lost consciousness after feeling a, quote, greasy substance resembling Vaseline as he opened the front door to his home, after which he says he was transported to another residence, where an associate of Combs allegedly told him that the music mogul wanted him brought to a freak-off event. Manzaro alleges in the suit he was secretly transferred to the music producer's home through a concealed tunnel, allegedly.
Wow, so these are the freak-off tunnels in the lawsuit. Why did you tell me that, baby? Y'all gonna get them likes up to 1,000. So there are freak-off tunnels. Put a one in the chat if y'all believe this dude with this new lawsuit, Pure Survival, that said it was a freak-off dungeon that they stuck him through. God damn it. Oh, man. This is like some Harriet Tubman shit. Damn, this is we gotta free the freak-off slaves. This is
a, quote, greasy substance resembling Vaseline as he opened the front door to his home, after which he says he was transported to another residence, where an associate of Combs allegedly told him that the music mogul wanted him brought to a freak-off event. Manzaro alleges in the suit he was secretly transferred to the music producer's home through a concealed tunnel allegedly connected to Gloria Estefan and Emilio Estefan's Miami property.
Oh, wow. And y'all remember all them fires that was taking place, Pure Survival? That's crazy. So Gloria Estefan, the freak-off tunnel was connected into her motherfucking house. Pure Survival. So these tunnels, and y'all remember, like I said, all of them fires with all of them celebrity mansions and them freak-off tapes that they were trying to destroy. This makes this. Oh, wow. So the tunnels is connected to, I know they probably got a tunnel connected to Oprah's freak-off dungeon too. You know what I'm saying? This is wow.
To his home, after which he says he was transported to another residence, where an associate of Combs allegedly told him that the music mogul wanted him brought to a freak-off event. Manzaro alleges in the suit he was secretly transferred to the music producer's home through a concealed tunnel allegedly connected to Gloria Estefan and Emilio Estefan's Miami property. He alleges that upon regaining partial consciousness, he found himself inside a large party area upon information and belief that it was a birthday party for Combs' then 17-year-old son, Christian Combs. There he was allegedly.
That's how you know that the kids was involved. That Christian Combs, that little long twin freak-off son of his. It was his party. So you mean to tell me your kids was having their own freak-off events? This is crazy. Y'all got to get them likes up.
He found himself inside a large party area upon information and belief that it was a birthday party for Combs' then 17-year-old son, Christian Combs. There he was allegedly forced to appear in a penis mask. The lawsuit states, Jay-Z and Beyonce Knowles Carter were seated in the room, and upon seeing Manzaro, Beyonce Knowles Carter asked, "What's this? What's this all about? Why is this half-naked white man with a penis mask standing here in front of me?"
Wow, so Beyonce knew about it. So Beyonce was asking Diddy Glover, why is it a butt naked white man sitting there with a penis mask on, Pure Survival, sitting right next to me? She should have called the police right then and there, Pure Survival, or got up and left. What the hell was Jay-Z doing when it was a man sitting next to him dressed in a dingaling? There is no way that me and my lady would have stayed there and the dingaling sitting right next to us, Pure Survival. Absolutely not. This is insane.
Event. Manzaro alleges in the suit he was secretly transferred to the music producer's home through a concealed tunnel allegedly connected to Gloria Estefan and Emilio Estefan's Miami property. He alleges that upon regaining partial consciousness, he found himself inside a large party area upon information and belief that it was a birthday party for Combs' then 17-year-old son, Christian Combs. There, he was allegedly forced to appear in a penis mask. The lawsuit states, Jay-Z and Beyonce Knowles Carter were seated in the room, and upon seeing Manzaro, Beyonce Knowles Carter asked, "What's this? What's this all about? Why is this half-naked white man with a penis mask standing here in front of me?" Manzaro alleges in the lawsuit that he was then forcibly paraded through multiple rooms filled with people who were jeering and taunting him.
High-profile individuals.
Wow, that gotta be heart-wrenching. So the man is paraded around dressed as a dingaling. They taking him in different rooms as a dingaling. Pure Survival. Just ding-a-ling-a-ling, ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling. Excuse me, let me get by. Ding-a-ling. Excuse me. I'm about to come. Please move, let me. That's crazy. They paraded this man around in the dingaling costume.
Here in front of me. Manzaro alleges in the lawsuit that he was then forcibly paraded through multiple rooms filled with people who were jeering and taunting him.
High-profile individuals, including Jacob Arabo, Jay-Z, Gloria Estefan, LeBron James, and Beyonce Knowles Carter, are identified as witnesses due to their presence or knowledge of the events surrounding the freak-off orchestrated by defendant Diddy. Wow. And freak-off, of course, is something that we've heard many times before, both in Combs' criminal case and other civil cases, to describe these prolonged sexual episodes, usually with sex workers. But Manzaro is suing Sean Combs. He is suing a man named Eric Mejias. He is suing Brendan Paul, who's been described in another lawsuit as Sean Combs' drug mule.
Oh wow, the drug mule. I think the drug mule gonna be snitching that snitched on Diddy already too. The one that got out. This is, man, like, this is heart-wrenching, man. And Kanye West, you want to sit there and keep taking up for Diddy, Pure Survival. You're gonna be next, sir. If you don't go to a mental facility soon, I'm trying to tell y'all, because Kanye West is just, he don't know what to do with himself.
Emilio Estefan, who is married to pop superstar Gloria Estefan, and Adria English, who filed her own lawsuit against Sean Combs, claiming she too was a victim of sex trafficking. By the way, it's interesting he's not suing these other celebrities that I mentioned, like Jay-Z and Beyonce and Gloria Estefan, possibly because he doesn't believe their alleged liability amounted to a civil claim, but seems to want to call them as witnesses at a trial, although I have to imagine they will do everything in their power to quash any subpoena should this case progress.
Usher is another name that is alleged to have been in a relationship with Diddy.
And I just was telling y'all that yesterday about Usher. And Terrence Howard stepped up for Usher. And Usher needs to tell the truth. Pure Survival, look at the freak off island. I know it looked like it's fun. Pure Survival. But imagine it's a whole bunch of buck-ass naked celebrities that are freak off vampires that's waiting to take your motherfucking soul. This is crazy.
Exchange for fame.
Man, this is just heart-wrenching, guys. We are really, really surviving this industry. I tried to, yes, Usher. Shout out to the lounge. My baby said Usher. Yes, Usher. You know what I mean? I tried not to believe that all of these things was going on in Hollywood, but it's no way to bypass it. Like at this point, you just can't go ahead and say, oh, I want to bypass it. No, that's why Terrence Howard said what he said. We needed somebody like Terrence to come and say what the hell was going on. You know what I'm saying? Because Kanye West is bipolar. 1 minute he's saying they was doing this to him, taking his deals, taking his money and all of that, crying like a little girl. You know what I'm saying? Now he want to go and put his Sean John shirt on with a KKK robe on top. You know what I'm saying? Like that, man. Usher, you need to step up now too, sir. For real.
Seems to want to call them as witnesses at a trial, although I have to imagine they will do everything in their power to quash any subpoena should this case progress.
Usher is another name that is alleged to have been in a relationship with Diddy in exchange for fame.
The result of being around that man, Sean Puffy Combs, I don't sleep to this day.
How is this man, Usher said, after being around Diddy, he doesn't sleep up to this day? Pure survival. So you know it was a very, very, very traumatizing thing for him as a child. You don't say nothing like that unless something happened as a kid. You know what I'm saying? You know how we don't figure out how traumatized we was from things from our childhood until we become adults, pure survival. We be like, oh God damn, I didn't know that it was traumatizing to me that I only used to be able to get one piece of chicken, you know what I'm saying, at dinner. I wanted the 3 pieces of chicken, but I was only able to get one. And I was affected, but I didn't know till I became an adult. That's why Usher's saying this. He's still thinking about this man as a nightmare.
To have been in a relationship with Diddy in exchange for fame.
The result of being around that man, Sean Puffy Combs, I don't sleep to this day. I have a problem sleeping to this day. Like, yo, man, I'm here to work, man. I ain't sang in a week. I mean, I'm 13 years old, and I'm telling him, look, you're going to put me in the studio, man. You got Biggie Smalls in there. You got Craig Mack in there. I'm not here to party with you. I don't want to go to the clubs. Matter of fact, I'm too young to even be in here. Why you got me in clubs?
And that don't make no sense that a little boy had to say that to this grown-ass man. And every time he's saying, look, I want to go to the, why am I here? And he just keeps saying, I like that daddy. I want to get in the studio. I'm 13 years old. You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing how Joe Jackson forced Michael Jackson. That's why Michael had a Neverland and shit and funnel cake at 100 and something years old. Rest in peace to Michael, praise the Bible. But he didn't get a chance to live his childhood. So Diddy wasn't even trying to let Usher live his childhood.
In a relationship with Diddy in exchange for fame.
The result of being around that man, Sean Puffy Combs, I don't sleep to this day. I have a problem sleeping to this day. Like, yo, man, I'm here to work, man. I ain't sang in a week. I mean, I'm 13 years old, and I'm telling him, look, you're going to put me in the studio, man. You got Biggie Smalls in there. You got Craig Mack in there. I'm not here to party with you. I don't want to go to the clubs. Matter of fact, I'm too young to even be in here. Why you got me in clubs? We would fight. We would tussle.
Back in the days when we want to thank you. Come in. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close to the bed. But it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it. And you did it. No, I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. Shout out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna. If we can, let's just put the camera.
And he said, thank you for hosting the show. Kevin Hart tried to say he never hosted one of Diddy Glover's freak off parties. But you definitely hosted right there, sir. And you just said you wasn't getting in the bed with Diddy right there. So you knew what was going on, Kevin.
I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. Shout out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna. If we can, let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even I don't want it to come close to the bed at all. I should look like he fresh off a goddamn plane. I should fresh off the guard stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and pause, but like that's not. I mean, back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the frosted flakes. You know what I'm saying?
Grown man just admitted and tried to backtrack what he was saying. Pure survival. He came out of nowhere and just said, we used to wake up. You used to wake up in bed when Usher was 10 years old. Pure survival. You probably bought him his first pair of skates just to lure that little boy when he was a goddamn kid. Pure survival. And how bad Usher probably wanted that cereal. This is crazy, guys. And y'all know how kids love cereal.
I should look like he fresh off a goddamn plane. I should fresh off the guard stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and pause, but like that's not.
I mean, back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the frosted flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the frosted flakes because he's.
And why he just didn't let that boy have that cereal? Like what did he? So he had to work for that. That's crazy. Why would he fight and wrestle that boy for cereal? And you was a millionaire back then, Diddy Glover. Pure survival.
Always get him early. Now he's one of the richest guys.
A third superseding indictment was also filed against Diddy. Federal prosecutors have added more details about the alleged crimes and mentioned a new victim, plus an additional charge of sex trafficking and an additional charge of transportation to engage in prostitution. This brings the total number of charges against Diddy to 5 and exposes him to the possibility of additional prison time if convicted.
By acting U.S. Attorney Matthew Podolsky lays out what this is about, lays out the 3 big differences in this new filing. Quote, the third superseding indictment contains 3...
So there is another superseding indictment. And this is all the stuff that Kanye West want to stand up for whatever reason.
Substantive changes to the charged offenses. First, Count 4, which is, by the way, a new count, Count 4 charges an additional substantive count of sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion with respect to Victim 2. Victim 2 was previously identified as a victim of sex trafficking in Count 1 of the second superseding indictment. And if you look at Count 1 in the second superseding indictment, which is racketeering conspiracy, it reads in part, Combs then used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims, including but not limited to 3 female victims, Victim 1, Victim 2.
So put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that Diddy Glover did use force. You know what I'm saying? Like, I seen his trick moves, like how he tried to get 50 by taking him shopping, pure survival. He tried to get Terrence Howard by trying to act like he wanted him to be an acting coach. He wanted him to play the guitar in front of him. So you know Diddy Glover had certain ways to groom. He had Meek Mills going out wearing matching Easter sets. Justin Bieber, he was telling him, look, you're going to get this car when you turn 15. You're going to be able to get this house when you... We know he knows how to groom during survival. You know what I mean? But look, people put 1 in there. Diddy probably had some forcing going on. People believe that. You know, so man, this is crazy.
And Victim 3 to engage in commercial sex acts. In connection with the commercial sex acts, Combs provided the victims with, among other things, monetary payments, career opportunities, and payment of rent and housing expenses. Okay, so again, that was Count 1 in the second superseding indictment. But now, Combs is facing a new individual sex trafficking charge against Victim 2. And it reads, quote, from at least in or about 2021 up to and including in or about 2024 in the Southern District of New York and elsewhere, Sean Combs, and then it says, recruited, enticed, harbored, transported, and maintained Victim 2 and attempted, aided, and abetted, and willfully caused Victim 2 to engage in commercial sex acts, knowing and in reckless disregard for the fact that Victim 2 was engaging in commercial sex acts as a result of force, fraud, and coercion.
The people around Diddy have started to leave him, and it's only a matter of time now before Diddy is all alone. A month before Diddy's trial is scheduled to start, his lawyer, Anthony Rico, actually quit citing irreconcilable differences between him and Diddy. In a letter addressed to
the y'all remember this. This dude right here, you know, with the bow tie, pure survival, he sat there and quit working for Diddy Glover. And if you could beat Diddy's case, that will make you as a lawyer huge. You know what I'm saying? Like how Johnny Cochran beat OJ's joint, pure survival. That's made him even more huge. Why wouldn't he want to take Diddy Glover's case? Why would he quit? He must have seen some shit that he knows that the feds is not telling us yet, pure survival, and he hauled ass. He said, I'm getting up out of this shit, pure survival. This is unbeatable. But I do believe that they're going to let Diddy Glover out on bail. I do believe that, guys. I'm just letting y'all know, pure survival. You know what I'm saying? But they're going to do it on purpose. It's going to be very calculated. It's going to be massive. And y'all know we're going to, you know, stay in tune with the whole thing. You know, so, man, this is crazy. He quit for a reason, not for the motherfucking season.
Judge Anthony Rico wrote, Under no circumstances can I continue to effectively serve as counsel for Sean Combs.
Sean Diddy Combs' legal team is getting a little smaller. As the rap mogul's defense team prepares for his May trial on sex trafficking charges, his attorney, Anthony Rico, respectfully but regrettably requested to be dismissed from his role, according to documents obtained by NBC News. Rico, who is one of 6 attorneys on the case, requested in the February 21st filing to withdraw as representation because, quote, under no circumstances can I continue to effectively serve as counsel for Sean Combs, consistent with the ABA standards for criminal justice. The motion continues, quote, while I'm aware that the local rule requires that an application for withdrawal of counsel is supported and granted only upon a showing by affidavit or otherwise of satisfactory reasons for withdrawal, there are sufficient reasons related to the protections afforded by the attorney-client privilege for brevity in my application for...
And y'all know that got to be crazy. Diddy got 6 lawyers, and the one that quit before the trial is the brother. Pure survival. It's the motherfucker brother. You know what I'm saying? So I know Diddy was looking like Menace to Society and shit. He like, I thought we supposed to be brothers. You know what I mean? Motherfucker, look, order my motherfucking food. I want a cheeseburger. He just treated him like Menace to Society, you know, and it had to be for a reason. Especially, like I said, because the black boy, he probably like, look, the white ones, them motherfuckers is rich already. They all about the money. Black boy said, look, motherfucker, nigga, you ain't gonna beat this shit. Praise the Bible. You not gonna make me look stupid. He gave him the nigga please look. He gave him the nigga please. I ain't keeping doing this shit. Nigga please.
withdrawal as counsel in this case. Rico noted that there wouldn't be a lapse in representation since the rap.
So the high-powered law firm of Grubman, Shire, Masalis, and Sachs has dropped Combs as a client. Now, this is the firm of Alan Grubman, who is a very prominent entertainment lawyer that represents some very big names. The Weeknd, Madonna, Chris Brown, Paul Simon, Usher, Bruce Springsteen. In fact, by the way, Alan Grubman was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He actually helped found that back in the 1980s. So
why does it look like this man taking a shit? Pure Survivor. Somebody tell me why it look like he taking a doodle on stage. He supposed to be giving a speech, Pure Survivor, but he's like, oh my God, I'm about to give my substance speech, but I feel like I got a doodle. It's getting in my stomach. Pure Survivor. He look like he got a doodle. I'm sorry, guys.
Gives you an idea about how big of a powerhouse this firm is. Now let's go back to Sean Combs. So the rumor circulating is that this firm did this because singer and actress Lady Gaga had threatened to leave the firm unless they parted ways with Combs. This is according to reporting by News Nation. And it's a big deal because the rapper and producer had apparently been with...
Oh yeah, and I heard about that Lady Gaga shit. Like, she said, I'm quitting if you fuck with Diddy Glover. I mean, we already know how guilty Diddy is. But Kanye West just needs to stay in his place. You know what I'm saying? Please put this man in the hospital, Kanye. You have nothing to say to Terrence Howard when you out looking like this. When you out, put you in the hospital for more than just your outfit. For the shit you've been saying, the shit you've been doing, all of your wicked, psychotic shit, Kanye. You need to go sit down somewhere. Pure the Bible. Because you was crying, begging for people to be on your side. Now, Terrence Howard, he been quiet on this whole Diddy thing, and he just bursted out, speaking about the horror, the trauma. Knowing that I was sitting in front of this man, he's lying, making me think he want me to be his acting coach, Pure Bible, and I get in front of him like, okay, what's the content? Where we're gonna start? You know what I'm saying? And he just get comfortable, daddy. Just sit back. No, Terrence, just sit back. And let me just look at you. Let me just look at you all night. You know what I'm saying? Them eyes, them peanut butter eyes. Let me go downstairs and get some jelly. You know what I'm saying? Let me get some jelly, Terrence. So imagine that sexual harassment. You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy. And then you got to live with the fact that, goddamn, what if Diddy would have put some shit in my drink? I would have probably got fucked by Diddy. I would have got fucked by a bad boy. He got to live with knowing that. Damn, all he had to do was put something in my drink and I fell the fuck out. Pure survival. He would have clapped the hazelnut juice out my eyes. That's how Terrence Howard feel. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, shout out to everybody that came through the building. Pure survival. I love y'all. And we're gonna stay tuned, and I'm gonna keep y'all posted always with Hollywood and whatever these freaks are doing. You know what I'm talking about? The freaks don't just come out at night in Hollywood. Them motherfuckers come out in the daytime. You know what I mean? All types of shit. So and this is why they can have morning breath at night. Breath smell like oral sex. You know what I'm saying? Just different things like that. My Instagram is Jamil Peterson, Mr. I Am Comedy. Follow me and I'll follow you back. You know what I mean? Peace and love to you all. This was a great episode of Surviving Kanye West. Pure survival.